Scared the crap out of me. I was not paying attention, and then all of a sudden I got pulled over here. Dennis is dying from a heart attack. Hi, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Chandra Marie, and today we are doing an overview of the Healthcare Redux mod by A Deep Indigo. I know this mod has been out for a while, but I figured, I mentioned it in a couple videos and people were kind of curious about it, and I thought we'd go over it and kind of let you guys know what the mod is all about. So I decided to jump into the Spencer Kim Lewis house. I've redone their house and I've redone the family, which is why they'll look a little different, but they're a cute family, and I figured that they would be a good example because there's like all different ages and stuff like that. I've given them an animal. I don't think anyone's allergic. I don't know if anyone's allergic to the animal yet. So I've given them a couple different ailments so we can kind of go over like what happens in this mod and what it's like for your Sims to actually like get diseases or get injured or have to go to the hospital. I don't know if you saw my recent mod review on another of A Deep Indigo's mods, the Delinquent Teen mod, where her mom had an aneurysm all of a sudden. It was a great time, but that was from this mod. So I figured that we would take a look at it and see how it goes. So down here I've got Dennis Kim. And his back is breaking. It is killing him. So he can always go get it checked out, or he can take a pill. So I am going to send him first to the hospital. So the first thing, if something is wrong with your Sim, you're going to go to A Deep Indigo's app on the phone, hit Healthcare Services, and you're going to go to the doctor. And he needs to visit a sports medicine clinic because he has an injury. So there's a lot you can do with this mod. First thing you need to know is that you need Get to Work in order for this mod to work. I'm guessing it uses the illness system from Get to Work, and that's kind of what it's based off of, even though you don't go to that hospital or anything. All the hospitals are rabbit holes, the emergencies are rabbit holes. Let's see what's in this mod. One thing that you will notice, let's click on Eric Spencer Kim here. Oh, he's suffering from a severe bacterial disease, which is making him really uncomfortable, and he feels a little off, so he needs to go to the doctor. So I'm going to send him to the doctor too. And we'll just go to Healthcare Services. He's going to make that phone call. He can go to the acupuncturist because he's feeling so uncomfortable. But you know what? Let's actually have him go to the general practitioner. He's feeling sick. He's uncomfortable because of a severe disease. He's uncomfortable because he's feverish from his disease. He's got a headache from his disease. And he's feeling a little off. He's not quite sure what's wrong with him. Oh, let's see, she banged her arm, so she's uncomfortable. You know what, let's send you to the doctor too. We're just gonna send everybody to the doctor, and then I'll show you guys all when they come back. Could I have done this before the video? Yes, I could have. Whoa, creepy. Gotta love the Sims bugs. Anyway, so we just got a notification that the sports medicine specialist looked over Dennis' injury, and some rest and painkillers for inflammation are the best course of action, so if it gets more serious, he should go back. So Dennis Kim has an injury. He can go to the doctor, and this option is only available if there's currently something wrong with your Sim, or it's time for their checkup, and you will get a notification for all of these. You either get a notification up in the top corner, or if there's something wrong with your Sim, you can get a moodlet from it, which usually makes them uncomfortable. We have a lot of different things, and I'll go through all these different things. But he can order from the online pharmacy or go to the pharmacy. I always have them order because it automatically pops into their inventory. Right here, he doesn't have any prescriptions, so we're just gonna get a normal ibuprofen. And these are like all different things that tell you what they're good for. In case you don't know, I'm just going to grab him some ibuprofen. It's going to automatically pop up in here, and he can take that medication. And let's see what happens to this. He's feeling relieving relief from his medication, and he recovers in 2 days from his breaking back. That's going down a little bit. So hopefully that'll feel better sooner. All right, well, we've got Alice being all upset in the background, but good timing. So Eric has just been diagnosed with tonsillitis, and he can get a prescription for antibiotics on the online pharmacy. He can also have orange juice, herbal tea, as well as over-the-counter medications to keep him comfortable. Let's treat it with antibiotics. All right, and see, now that he actually has a prescription, it's going to show up right here. And penicillin. So I'm going to get one of those, costs 35 simoleons, and then I'm going to have him take that. So that's helping everything go down. His severe disease, because he has a bacterial disease, becomes a mild disease in 12 hours. So that's good. Oh, and Olivia is back. And so for Olivia, since she's a child, I'm getting her there's children's cough medicine, children's paracetamol. So this is a pretty in-depth mod, as you could probably tell. There's a lot of stuff you can do with it. The first thing that we're going to talk about is there's diseases. We have Eric here, who currently has a bacterial disease, but there's lots of different diseases. There's deadly diseases like meningitis or tuberculosis. There's infectious diseases like bronchitis, cold, stomach flu. There's a lot more than what I'm actually going to be listing listing off on these. Diseases are really interesting. Like, they can infect other Sims. You're not going to find a lot of NPCs walking around with them. It's mostly for your active household. I don't have diseases pop up super often in my game, but they do happen. That is one thing I like about it, is that it's meant to be part of your everyday gameplay. So you're not constantly getting sick, which I've had with other healthcare mods. So as we've seen with both Olivia and with her grandfather Dennis, they can get injured, which is a lot of fun. There's a lot of different ways you can get injured. Some you'll even need surgery for. It depends on if you have other mods. There's other mods, like there's a travel mod. I will link it down below. I don't personally use it. I don't remember what it is, but when using that mod, you can get in car accidents or plane accidents, which is fun. And they can just straight up just die. Another thing that's very important to know, if you do not want any death from this mod, you do not have to have it. There is a folder that, like an extra file when you're downloading this mod, that will disable death. And actually, I think you can disable death from the menu. Let's check. So you go to Actions, A Deep Indigo Mod Cheats. You can see I got lots of Deep Indigo mods. Healthcare Redux cheats. Disable mod deaths for this household. So there you go. If you want your Sims to get sick, you want them to get injured, maybe even have medical emergencies, but you don't want them to die, you don't have to have them die. Okay, another thing you can have is allergies. Since we're in the cheat menu, I might as well show you all the allergies that are in here. You can have a bee allergy, you can have general allergies, or you can have animal dander allergies, which is really obnoxious because that always happens to my Sims who have animals. Oh, and here we go. Vivian's been diagnosed with a bee allergy. Sims who have an allergy to bees can experience severe and life-threatening symptoms when stung. So she actually can get an EpiPen from the pharmacy. Alright, and we can order from this online pharmacy prescription, and she can get an EpiPen, which is very expensive because this mod, I think, was made by an American. And this way, if she gets stung by a bee, she can use the EpiPen and hopefully not die. Now, actually, let's see if we can test that out and see if she'll die or not. I'm curious. Oh, see, she's scared because she knows that she's allergic to bees and she doesn't want to get stung. Oh, here she goes. She's getting stung. Let's see what happens. And now she's scared because it's an emergent sting and she needs to use her EpiPen, or she can definitely die. So let's have her use this EpiPen, because I have other stuff I want her to do. And now that I've clicked on it and used it, she's okay. She's not going to die. We're all good. Sim staining fix from life-saving medication. She's got something else going on, so let's send her to the doctor for that. Now, if you're wondering what else is in this little phone app, I will explain, don't worry. And go to a specialist, because something else is going on with her, and she's not sure what it is. And you know what? It is getting late, so let's send everybody to bed. But I think before we go to bed, I think the parents are going to have a little parent time, and we'll see where that leads. Oh, you know what? I forgot that I sent Vivian off to the doctor. It's the middle of the night, parents are woohooing, and Vivian has been diagnosed with arthritis. She'll need to eat healthy, exercise, and take it slow. So I've explained a little bit of what goes on in Healthcare Redux, but Healthcare Redux is not the only medical type thing that you can get from a Deep Indigo. Deep Indigo has two other mods, both of which I use, and both of which I really enjoy. One of them is the dental mod. Because of this, I always have my Sims brush their teeth. Now, you may have noticed earlier that I was looking at healthcare services, but there's dental services and there's also eye care services. So I'm not going to go into a ton of detail on the dental and the eye care mods, but they're basically the same thing. One adds going to the dentist. You can, have cavities, get braces, things like that. I find it really entertaining. So I definitely use that one, and also the eye care mod, which if you use, your Sim can be nearsighted, they can be farsighted, and if they are, they get diagnosed with glasses, which you can either choose to have them wear glasses, so it makes glasses actually purposeful in the game, or they can wear contacts so they look the same. Nothing really changes except that they go and get a checkup every once in a while. So both of those really good add-ons to this mod. Obviously they all work well together. They were made by the same person. It's time for Alice to get up. Her and her husband had some woohoo time last night. She's gonna take a pregnancy test this morning. And she's pregnant! So, with this mod, Alice is now in the first trimester and should schedule her first prenatal visit. Now, it says that they're needed once per trimester. I generally go, but it's kind of annoying because you have to go every day if your trimesters are 1 day long. This pops up when you have an appointment for when you're pregnant and she needs to go to the doctor every day, so this will pop up. She can go to the appointment now or later. This also pops up if you call and set a dentist appointment, then this will pop up to remind you to go to the appointment. So she's going to go to her appointment now. But as you see, different things will happen when your Sim is sick or injured. Mild disease in 13 hours, he'll be on the mend. He doesn't even know his wife's pregnant. She's off to the doctor to go have that checked out and everything, but he's got a tickly throat from his disease. She's still feeling uncomfortable from her banged arm. Olivia's, arm was hurt pretty badly, but she'll recover in about 14 hours. We've got Dennis over here in pain, but he'll recover in 18 hours. So Vivian's feeling fine, even though she's got bee allergies, which she survived last time. And she also has arthritis, but she's not in pain right now, so she's doing fine. He's about to go to work, but if he wanted to, he could take a sick day, and it would actually make sense. He could call to work and call in sick to work. You know what? Let's actually do that. I said he was going to go in, but never mind. I changed my mind. He's got a fever. Sorry to hear that. Feel better soon. So now his sick days actually make sense. Look at that fever, all that steam coming off of him. I absolutely love this. All right, we've got Alice back. OBGYN visits. Doctor wasn't overly concerned about the baby or her. Encouraged her to get more exercise and follow a healthy diet. So she's doing good with the baby. There are pregnancy complications with this. That being said, I think you can kind of avoid them. I don't. I play the mod as it comes. I have all of the modules. This is put into modules. I don't think I mentioned that earlier. So if there's one thing you want, one thing you don't want, you can do that. So I've talked a lot about the diseases, allergies. You've got chronic conditions like anxiety, asthma, migraines. We're listening to a dog pee. There we go. You can have seasonal affective disorder. You can have postpartum depression. There's a whole bunch of stuff. I mean, really, check this mod out. It's so in-depth. There's also medical emergencies, which we have not seen yet. And sorry, Dennis, I think that you are going to be our guinea pig for this one. They happen randomly, and I've had them happen randomly. The short that I have on my channel is actually from a mod review. One of my Sims had an aneurysm. You can cheat with this mod, which I love to do, storytelling reasons. I generally don't. I generally just let it do its thing. Sometimes I have nothing. I might have one cold in a generation. And then other times people will have aneurysms. They'll have heart attacks. I had 2 parents in a family both die from medical emergencies, one after another. It totally changed my whole story. But I wanted that. I wanted that in my game. If you don't, as I said, you can disable mod deaths for this household. So the mod really works with you for how you want to play. Now, if you were telling a story and you want to do something very specific, you can, add a chronic condition. Here, I'll show you these. We got anemic, anxious, asthma, arthritis, diabetes, eczema, hypertension, kidney disease, migraines, sleep disorders, seasonal defects. There's so much. And that's just for the chronic conditions. Medical emergencies. These are all of the medical emergencies that you can have. Kidney failure. Can't have kidney failure. Don't know why, but that's fine. But I think I'm going to have him have a heart attack. I have given him the medical emergency heart attack. And this is what happens. So he already had the breaking back, but now he's feeling tight under pressure. He can't quite catch his breath, and there's a dull pain in his chest. So if he goes to the hospital right now, he'll probably be fine. If he doesn't go to the hospital right now, well, let's wait and see what happens. We'll find out. You've probably also noticed, if you've been paying attention. So we have dental services, we have eye care services, and we also have family therapy and support services. I really like this. My only issue with this is that it's not always available. It's only available sometimes. So if I click on it now, let's see if she's able to do anything. She's really uncomfortable, so she might be able to do something. Nope. These are generally used if you have anxiety, if you have seasonal affective disorder, postpartum depression. I think the support groups, I think they can also be used with base mental, which is a drug mod, also an alcohol mod, and a smoking mod. And that mod is great. I have that mod too. But they're really fun, and you actually get a ton of new interactions that you can do. They're not new animations or anything, but new things that you can say. And I always appreciate that. I really like the family therapy. I just wish it was always available. Oh, and you see he's getting real dizzy. And this is from his heart attack that he's currently having. Let's look. How are you doing, bud? Look at that. He's doing push-ups. He's like, I feel great. Besides the fact that I am actively having a heart attack. Scared the crap out of me. I was not paying attention, and then all of a sudden I got pulled over here. Dennis is dying from a heart attack in the pool, which is interesting. So I guess it's just the normal death animation in the pool. But yeah, he just died of a heart attack. I got Dennis Kim is dying of a heart attack. That's so sad. But that's what happens. You don't go to the hospital. Yeah, it's just like real life. Go to the hospital if you're having a heart attack. Dad. Grim is so cool. Look at his hands. Anyway, got distracted. Oh, and there he goes. So, one of the reasons I wanted to kill off the Sims is because, so you know how in the family tree it'll tell you how somebody died. For them, it actually says that he died by a heart attack. I think Vivian in her sadness is gonna go to Dennis's bees and try to collect more honey and see how that works out for her. Is it really the best idea? Yeah, I didn't think so. And she's scared because, again, she needs to use an EpiPen. But the problem is, we already used her EpiPen. And she doesn't have any more. I forget how they move when they're scared. Like, they have the same animation going downstairs. But then she, like, runs with her arms out because she's scared that she's going to die, which she is. But, well, I mean, at least I would guess that she's going to die. It's been quite a long time. She ran up 2 flights of stairs to go to the bathroom for no reason. There's literally a bathroom right here. And there's also a bathroom right here. And she came in through this door. Alright, one thing I can tell you though, you have so much time to use an EpiPen. I don't know what happened. She was alive. I left her to read, and then I clicked away from her, and then I got these notifications, and she's dead. Well, Vivian died. I mean, we knew it was gonna happen, but like, goodness gracious, what's it saying here? From anaphylactic shock. Well, I didn't get the cool animation for her death, but I'm just killing the whole family. Oh my goodness, children can have deadly diseases? I shouldn't give her a deadly disease, that's just mean. I kind of want to, but I'm not going to. You know what? Let's give Olivia appendicitis, but we're actually going to take her to the emergency room. Unlike everybody else in her family who doesn't get to go to the doctor when they're sick. Okay, so as soon as I sent her to bed, she got this moodlet, or abominable abdominal. Olivia has sharp pain in her stomach. It doesn't seem quite right. You know what? Let's go to the doctor. She's a mature child, right? She can go to the doctor all by herself. Olivia has appendicitis. We had no idea. Good thing it was caught early on. Simple procedure will fix her right up, but she needs to go to the hospital and have it done. Let's go to that hospital. Oh, she's back from the hospital. And let's see what she's got. She had a second chance surgery, and she's on the road to recovery. So she's uncomfortable. She's not going to feel great. One thing I've noticed is that, like, when they're in pain, as they walk, they'll go, ooh, ow, ow, which is really hilarious. You can take pain meds. I think she can probably take, yep, she can take this. Oh no, Alice is feeling a little off now. Wonder if it has something to do with her pregnancy. You know what? Let's go to your doctor's appointment. Okay, and Alice has developed a pregnancy complication called gestational diabetes. So she'll need to monitor her blood sugar and eat healthy and hydrate and exercise. And take insulin if she needs to. One thing that's cool that was added in the last update for this mod was you can have it so if they have diabetes, they automatically get one of the glucose monitors from the latest update. I thought that was pretty sweet. One thing that's also really cool is that this mod works well with the realistic birthing mod. Is that what it's called? I don't know, I don't use it, but I do know that they work together, which is really cool. And this also works with Boohoo on Wellness. I use that. You've probably seen some of the little traits from it and stuff. They work really well together. Now that she has basically diabetes due to being pregnant, I can click on her and inject insulin if she needs it, which is really cool. I don't think she currently does. Let's see. Nope, she's nauseous though. She doesn't currently need any, but if she does, it'll pop up here. I think they get dazed. And it'll tell me that she needs insulin. We do that and she's all good. Or you can drink water. Oh, and as I was saying, right now she's got high blood sugar from pregnancy complication. So I can click on her and inject insulin. Oh. And they just eat a piece of candy when they inject insulin. Which, I mean, you know, I guess is a way to do it. And Eric is home and he's no longer sick. His disease has run its course and he is now all better. And since he's all better, this medication does nothing for him. So I can just do this and get money back. Yay! Alright, you know, I think that's going to be it for this video today. Thank you guys for joining me. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like on the video. Let me know what you think. Do you think you'll play with this mod? Have you played with it before? Has it changed since the last time you played with it? I want to hear your opinions on it. Personally, I love this mod. If you don't, let me know why. Alright, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.